So now that we've had a chance to script and swap, I want you to go first. Like, what are things that were on my exemplar that you would want to steal?
Yeah, so I love the fact that you put that term in the parentheses because with that, first of all, you are losing a step and you're also having like terms altogether. It was awesome, just quick and easy.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So I thought your plan was really good. I think that a lot of it is because the problem is really similar, except we're just adding two mixed numbers instead of a mixed number and a fraction. That I thought your cadence and steps were really, and questioning was really similar to today's, which is going to be really important because that's still a key understanding. So it's okay, and I like that you were just like, well, this is just what we did yesterday. Like, this is very similar to what we did yesterday, so we're going to approach it very similarly in the ways that you question. So what you're going to do now is we're going to take it live. We're going to role play. I'm going to be the student, and you're going to check for whole group understanding before moving on to the problem set. I'm going to answer every question as if I'm an exemplar student. I'm going to be correct every time. I'm going to answer it how you want me to answer it, whether it be a college hand or a choral response or whatever it may be. I'll also point out the point of error so that we're always practicing perfect.
Cool.
So if there's a time that I want to jump in and give feedback, I'm going to jump out of the student role and go ahead and give you feedback. And then we're going to jump right back into the student role. If there's time, we're going to try it again, but this time I'm going to be a student who is struggling to articulate the process, and you're going to have to question me through that. If there's time. I know that we have a class coming in soon. But once we're mastered, we're going to lock in everything we got. So go ahead, Mr. Peranto, and walk us through this question. I will be, again, the ideal student.
All right. All right, class, I have a problem up here on the board. What are we noticing about this problem? Yes?
That we have mixed number and another mixed number and a denominator 6.
Awesome. What do we know that's a little bit different from yesterday's lesson? I'm looking around and you focus. Yes.
We have two mixed numbers.
Yes.
Two holes.
Two holes. Okay, so yesterday we did not have this hole in this fraction, but now we added it together. So yes, exactly. Two mixed numbers. Now, is it possible, class? I need everybody focusing. I'm going to cold call if I don't see you. Is it possible to have 2 minus 3?
Time out right here.
Yeah.
Stop you. The first thing is, before you even get there, we want to talk about the process, because it's not always is it possible. It's the first process is
so
what you took. What you took was the parentheses of combining the wholes and combining the fractions, because we can do the math of the wholes first, right?
Yep.
So it doesn't matter. So then when you get the fractions isolated, right now it's hard to tell what's going on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start by just like, okay, what do you want to do first? Because you're forgetting that you guys have done multiple problems already. So they've gone through this process with you. So don't treat me like I've not seen this before.
Yeah.
So what are we doing right now?
Yeah.
Go.
So class, what exactly are we doing right now?
We're subtracting two mixed numbers.
So we're subtracting two mixed numbers. What is my first step here? Yeah.
I want to put my holes in the parentheses and separate them.
So I have here, and I'm going to have
4 minus 2.
4 minus 2. Those are the whole numbers. Close them out. Okay, and we know this answer. Everybody together, hold your fingers. Let's go. Yeah, cool. So we have our whole numbers out. Yes. What is the next step, class?
We gotta group our fractions because they're like 2. So we gotta group our fractions.
Yeah. So we're gonna put those in parentheses. 2, 6, minus 3, 6. Okay, what's going on here? What's going on with this? What are we noticing with this fraction?
1 6. Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to be an ideal student. That 2 6 I can't do 3 minus. I can't take 3 from 2.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm a little confused. Like, what can I do to solve this problem? What do I need to do next?
I need to take a whole.
Take a whole, and we already got our holes together, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and we are going to do...
We're going to take a hole from 2.
Okay, so here I'm going to put a little arrow down here. Okay, so we're going to borrow a hole. Okay, so we're going to have one hole. And what is the denominator?
Okay, stop. So like right here is like we have 2. So like I want it to look like regrouping. Like slash it out. We're gonna
Slash it out. Okay.
We're gonna take a 2 and we're gonna like you would when you're regrouping. I'm gonna take a 2 and I'm gonna make it a 1. And then I'm gonna take my 1 and I'm gonna make it a 8/8.
Okay.
Or make it
So you want it like this?
Yeah. I'm gonna grab the phone. I want
Yeah.
West Virginia.
All right. So we need to.
They're at lunch.
All right. So you want me to cross this out, put a 1, and then put an arrow down.
Or make it a number bond. That would be probably better.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay,
It's
so like
make it a number bond. 2, 1, 1. We can
That's
make one of these
perfect.
ones. Okay.
Nice. So this, we can chop it up.
Yep.
Awesome. So we're going to take this 2, and we're going to make it a 1, and also a
1.
Nice. What's the next step here?
This one has to be a 6/6.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so this is becoming a 6/6.
And this would be a cool check for understanding too of like if this was a 5 and that would be a 4. Right? Like that idea that just because they're both 1s. Or you could have all the 1s.
Yes.
But that's just something to
4, 4.
think about. Okay, great.
Okay.
So now, okay.
So now we still need to figure out what we're doing with these fractions, right? So what are we doing with the 6/6?
I would put it with the 2/6 because 2/6 isn't big enough.
All right, so here we are going to subtract 2/6 from here.
Well, I want
the number bond.
No, I would just create I would create a new parentheses with 6/6 plus 2/6 minus 3/6.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So now we are going to create a new parentheses with what we just created. That's going to be a 6/6.
Stop. Ask the class where the 6/6 came from. So go ahead. Ask the class. Where did I get? So write it all.
Okay.
Write it all. And then parentheses. Yeah. Okay.
Kind of busy, sorry.
Yeah.
So class, so where did we get the 6/6 from? Yeah,
From the whole.
from this one whole, correct? This turned into 6/6 because that equals one whole. Okay.
Yes.
Now we're gonna add these together based on the parentheses, and what do we get, y'all?
8/6.
All right, we get 8/6, and we're still able to now subtract that 3/6. How are we able to do that, guys?
Because 8's bigger than 3.
Yeah, 8's bigger than 3.
Okay. So I need you to finish this problem. So you would do the math by yourself.
Yeah, so now I'll do it by myself. So 8 minus 3 is 5. Our denominator is 6. And we still have that one whole left over. So our answer is going to be 1 and 5/6.
Okay. Great. So